everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be reading Winnie the Pooh, Hide and Pooh Seek. It was a lovely spring day in the 100-acre wood. A nice day like this calls for a game, Christopher Robin declared. A game? What sort of a game? Asked Winnie the Pooh. Christopher Robin smiled. Let's play hide and go seek. Hide and go what now? Rabbit asked. One of us closes his eyes and counts to 100, Christopher Robin explained. Meanwhile, the rest of us hide. That's an awful lot of counting, said Pooh. It gives the rest of us plenty of time to hide, Christopher Robin continued. Eeyore was doubtful. And when we all fall asleep? Christopher Robin laughed. Of course you won't. When the seeker gets to 100, he starts searching for the hiders. I see, Pooh said, though he wasn't quite sure he did. I suppose it's similar to how I have to search for honey whenever I run out. He rubbed his tummy. That happens quite a bit, he admitted. Christopher Robin tugged gently on Pooh's ear. Tag, you're it, Pooh Bear. Pooh rubbed his ear. What is it that I am exactly? Now, Pooh was a very little brain, but he soon figured out what was happening. He was supposed to cover his eyes, count to 100, and then find his friends. 1, Pooh began confidently. Then he stopped. What came after 1? He sat down to think about it. Think. Pooh tried to remember every number he knew. 6, he tried next. 27 and a half, Pooh smiled. He was better at counting than he'd thought. 11 T4, he announced. He stopped again. That hadn't sounded quite right. Never mind, he said aloud to himself. I'm sure I got most of them. He cleared his throat. 100, he called out. Ready or not, here I come. Pooh set out to find his friends. Where could they be hiding? The answer came to him almost immediately. I know the perfect hiding place, he said, licking his lips hungrily. The honey tree! He rushed to the honey tree. Aha! Found you, he cried. Pooh looked around in surprise. The honey tree was there. The bees were there. The honey was there too. But there was no sign of his friends. Pooh thought about giving up and helping himself to some honey. But then he realized where the others might be. If they're not here, he exclaimed, why, then they must be hiding in Rabbit's garden. But Pooh's friends weren't hiding in Rabbit's garden. They also weren't in Pooh's favorite spot in the meadow where he liked to lie and watch the clouds, or in his comfy bed, or even at his thoughtful spot. Oh, brother, Pooh said. Pooh did what he always did when he had a sticky problem to solve. He sat down to think. Think, he muttered. Why can't I find them? He didn't understand it at all. Why weren't his friends hiding in any of his favorite spots? Just then, Kanga came by. Do you know where Roo is, Pooh? She asked. Well, I know where he's not, Pooh said. He's not in any of my favorite spots. Kanga chuckled. That's no surprise, she said kindly. Roo has lots of his own favorite spots. Pooh realized Kanga was right. He searched his favorite places, but if he wanted to find his friends, he had to check their favorite places. Think, Pooh told himself. Where would my friends like to hide? He thought about his friend Piglet. Piglet is a very small animal, he said, so I suppose he would hide in a very small spot. Pooh thought of the smallest spot he knew. Pooh went straight to the hollow log near Piglet's house. He peered inside, and there was Piglet. I'm glad you found me, Pooh, Piglet admitted. It's awfully dark in here. Will you help me find the others? Pooh asked. Let's figure out where Roo might like to hide. Together, Pooh and Piglet found Roo hiding and playing in the sandy pit. They all figured out that Tigger might be hiding in his favorite bouncing spot. Then they found Rabbit in his cornfield, picking corn while he hid there. Eeyore was in his favorite thistle patch. Owl was there too. I must finish my story later, Owl told Eeyore as they joined the others. Yes, I suppose you must, Eeyore said with a sigh. Finally, only Christopher Robin was missing. Oh dear, Piglet said. What if we never find him? We probably won't, Eeyore said, sounding gloomy. Then Pooh remembered something. Christopher Robin likes to climb trees. He said, let's look up. They all looked up. There he is, Roo cried. You were right, Pooh. Christopher Robin climbed down from his hiding spot. Well done, Pooh Bear, he said. How did you find us all so quickly? Pooh shrugged. It was easy once Kanga reminded me to search in your favorite spots instead of mine. Let's play again, Roo cried. This time, Piglet said 1, 16, 9. As Piglet began counting, the others all hurried off to find hiding spots. Where are you going to hide, Pooh? Christopher Robin asked. The honey tree, of course, Pooh said. Piglet will know exactly how to find me there. Christopher Robin laughed. Silly old bear.